Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for December the 3rd. Is that right? Yes, December 3rd. And I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. In fact, that just flew out. I took the one that was face up, that was on the top of the stack, because it was already showing itself. And so we just took that one. And then we'll see what shows up for each sign as we go through the um, zodiac wheel, and we'll combine the energies that come up for each sign with the overall energy of the day to see what the message is for each sign along the way. Okay, so I think we are almost ready. Let's talk about this card that came up as the overall energy. That is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is somebody who is, oh, I put that down upside down, didn't I? Huh. Wait, what's going on with my deck here? I think I want to shuffle that again. All right, so let's try that again. Knight of Swords has to do with somebody who thinks things through before they take action. Things have to make sense for them. But once they take action, they move very quickly. Sometimes there's somebody who has a little bit less experience or maturity under their belt. So sometimes their decisions could be a little better. But generally, when he comes in right side up, he's making some nice solid decisions. He could also be communicating when the knight comes in because it is taking some kind of action regarding words, regarding truth. So this could be thoughts, or it could be communication, could be journaling, could be having a conversation with somebody to really hash some things out and get a direction going. Uh, Knight of Swords is also very big on strategy. So hashing something out to get a strategy going could be happening. Maybe they're even just making a strategy. So we'll see. We'll see how it all shows up here. All right. Let's take a peek. And is the Knight of Swords you or somebody else? That's also important to know. Bum, ba, da, dum. Aries. King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So Aries, I think that you are graduating from really kicking around some ideas, sort of putting together a plan, to now you've got a plan in place, and now you're taking action on that strategy or that plan that you've already put in place today. Okay, now let's look at Taurus. We have the Hierophant or La Pape here. Hierophant. Okay. So, Taurus, I do think that you are going to be talking to somebody about some type of long-term commitment or contract today. Some of you could be negotiating for a new contract for a new job. Some of you could be talking to somebody about, if we got married, what would this be like? Or this is how I would like to do it, or whatever. So there could be some kind of conversation around marriage or that type of contract. So really any type of contract. There's could be conversation around a mortgage, around a car loan, any type of contract or long-term commitment, okay? So when I say long-term, we're probably looking at anything that would be more than 2 to 4 months would probably qualify for long term. This is usually more things like a marriage or a house loan or a car loan, something that is years long, or at least hopefully years long, and in at least in the case of marriage. All right, so some type of conversation about a contract or commitment. You could be talking to a loan officer, you could be talking to a potential spouse, um, or there's a lot of other ways that can manifest. Okay. So Taurus, that was Taurus. Next up, we're doing Gemini. Okay, so Gemini, Six of Wands showing up here, along with that overall energy. Geminis, I think that you've got somebody who is expressing in a very eloquent way their appreciation for you because you've done something that not only benefits yourself but also benefits others as well. And so they are letting you know that they really appreciate you doing that. At least one person is. Maybe not everybody that it benefits, but one person is for sure. possibly a group of people, possibly. Cancer, Queen of Wands showing up in reverse. What's going on here? What is going on here? Oh, wow. Cancers, I think you're going to be witnessing something where somebody is coming along, is telling the truth about somebody else who really is trying to control the situation about how much information gets out to specific people, or maybe even just everybody, about a situation. And so, where this person is trying to do like information control, then this person comes in, just blabs the truth, no problem. It's all right out there. That's not going to make this person very happy. And it's interesting because I think you're witnessing this. I don't really feel like you're in the middle of this. I don't feel like you're on either side. I don't think you're being asked to choose sides, even. I think that you are just witnessing this, and it makes a big impression on you because I think it's really going to change when the truth comes out here from this person. I think it's really going to change your opinion about the person who's trying to control the information. All right. Okay, so that's for Cancers. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Four of Cups coming up here with our overall. Leos, I'm going to tell you, I think you're realizing the truth about something, and you may be realizing it because somebody has come to you and told you this, but you could also, and I think most of you are actually realizing the truth about a certain situation. Just you're having your own little epiphany inside yourself. You're kind of putting two and two together and going, yeah, what I've been told doesn't really make sense, but it would work if this was the case. And you get your own little epiphany, basically. The thing is that I don't think that this truth is an easy one for you to understand. In other words, I don't think it's hard for you to intellectually understand it. I think emotionally it's hard to accept something like this. So whatever this truth is, like for an example, um, it can be hard to accept a truth if somebody's married and spouse A thinks that spouse B is faithful and loyal and completely dedicated to them, and then they find out that, well, spouse B has been having an affair for like the last 6 years and they just didn't know it. It can be hard to intellectually grasp that, but it can be even harder to emotionally grasp that because there was a trust level there. And if you actually grasp the idea that this person was having an affair that all this time, then there are certain implications that come up that, well, maybe not everything that this person said to me for all that time was true, what was and what wasn't, and how much does this person really love me if they're having an affair. There's a lot of implications that come with having that understanding that are not emotionally easy. And I'm not saying that that is the truth that's coming out today for you guys, but I'm just giving an example so you kind of know what I'm talking about, how knowing a truth can be emotionally difficult to wrap ourselves around, where even intellectually we've got it, but emotionally wrapping ourselves around it can be really difficult. That's kind of what this looks like to me. It looks like somebody is coming to you with the truth, and that truth is really it has you looking at all the little or red flags that you feel like you should have seen now in retrospect. Of course, anybody can see red flags in retrospect, and it has you feeling really kind of a pity party here with that Four of Cups. So this looks really rough, especially seeing you guys cave into the pity party. But please don't, because when these things happen, when the truth comes out, there's a reason the truth comes out. The truth comes out so that we cannot continue to be taken advantage of. Or if we do, we've chose that. You know, we weren't just gullible, we've chose it now. So you have a choice here about what direction you want to go once you find out this truth. I would recommend that you don't, languish in the pity party mode, but start making some choices that make sense for you and how to move forward really quickly. Don't stay in this yucky water, basically. Okay. All right. So who was that for? That was Leo. Okay. Next, we're going to look at Virgo. So Virgos, you guys have the Three of Cups showing up here along with the Knight of Swords in the overall. This just tells me that you are having a good time with somebody that you consider a friend. And this person that you consider a friend, male or female, would be somebody that would have the personality traits of a Knight of Swords, which we talked about at the front of the video. You can go back and re-listen to those if you would like to understand a little bit more about who this friend is that you're spending time with today. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Libra, we have the Magician showing up here. Magician showing up for Libra, along with that overall energy. Libras, I think that you are making strong use today of a few things to manifest what you want. First of all, I think that a lot of you are using affirmations to manifest the things that you want. Secondly, I think a lot of you are taking advantage of your network, the value of your network in helping you to manifest the things that you want right now. So I feel like words are very important in helping you to manifest today. Communication, whether that's affirmations, communicating to your own subconscious, or whether that is communication going out to other human beings, communication going out to the divine. Communication really is what's helping you with manifesting today. Okay. Who is that? That was Libra. Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Okay, Scorpios, we got our own card showing up in reverse. All right, so Scorpio, it looks to me like somebody is telling us the truth about something, and it's not really changing the situation at all as far as we're concerned with that death card in reverse. You know, there's no major transformation happening because of this information. We may have already known this information, just the other person didn't know we knew. That could be, especially because we are highly intuitive. That happens a lot. At least it does for me, but then I've got 4 planets in Scorpio, you know. Um, but I think that would happen really probably to a lot of Scorpios. The other thing, I mean, this could just be information that other people think is important to us or is going to help us in making a decision. And we've already made our decision. So right now, like nothing anybody could say would really change that. It could be that, or it could be that this information that the other people think is so important is kind of sideline information for us. It may not be information that we consider pertinent just because other people do. So anyway, some kind of information coming up that really doesn't change anything. And the reason it would show up in a spread like this is because somebody thinks it should change something. We just don't. We just don't. I get the strong sense that we are the decision maker in this situation. All right. So next up, let's look at Sagittarius. Ace of Cups coming up for Sagittarius. I think I love you. You may be hearing something like that from someone. This is when it's the ace, I'm going to say this is not a definitive, oh, baby, I love you so much. I can't live without you. That type of thing. At least I hope not. Because that type of thing, it takes some time to grow into, right? An ace is the very, very, very beginning of something. And then with that overall energy, that's somebody who is communicating to you about this. So this is somebody that is saying, I think I might kind of like you. It's like that. It's so early in the beginning that it would be really premature to say, you have to be mine. Okay. Now, the other thing is, this doesn't have to be a romantic thing, even though I'm giving you like romantic examples. It could be that somebody is talking to you about something that they love, could be an activity or a place. Somebody may be um, sharing with you something that they love, maybe some poetry or a book, a place they would like to visit with you. Okay. So somebody may be letting you know that they're starting to get feelings for you for some of you. For others of you, this is somebody sharing something that is precious to them with you, whatever that something is, and that could manifest, oh, I don't even know how many different ways. Either way, it's a privilege when somebody shares something that's precious to them with us. And this is the first time that they've shared this with that Ace of Cups. They haven't shared this with us before. They probably don't share it with just everybody either. Okay? All right, so that was Sagittarius. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn's Nine of Wands showing up here. This is interesting, Capricorns. I think you're preparing for some kind of conversation or a presentation. There's something going on where you're getting ready for some type of communication or interaction. For some of you, you could be getting ready to appear in court and you want to make sure that you've got all your ducks in a row for that. For others of you, you could be getting ready to have an important conversation with somebody, just in your personal life. Others of you could be preparing to teach a class, but you're definitely preparing for some type of communication. All right, and who was that? That was Capricorn. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, Seven of Wands showing up in reverse. Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Aquarius, I think that there is somebody in your sphere of influence today who is sharing some information with you that you're really surprised that they're sharing. It kind of puts them in a vulnerable place to share this information with you, and yet they are doing it. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, King of Coins, showing up in reverse with that overall there. What is going on? Okay, so Pisces, I feel like there's somebody in your sphere of influence who went from feeling fairly secure and stable to completely the opposite of that. And I feel like this person is talking to you and bouncing ideas off of you about how they can change that and get back into the security and the stability that they once had. All right. So that's what I've got. That's everybody, right? Yep, that's what I've got. Thank you guys very much for being here today. I do appreciate it. Y'all remember that you guys are my fabulous, wonderful, hopefully happy sponsors. So please put a thumbs up on this video and share it with others that may benefit from it. And of course, put your feedback. I love to read your feedback. And thank you very much for being here once again. Everybody have a fantastic day. Peace out.